Okay, so welcome back to another Pony and Wolf Productions video. My name is visualbrony and today we are reading the story 10 Things That Keep Bulk Biceps Up at Night by Boopy Doopy. Now, this mostly piqued my interest because Bulk Biceps is one of those underused ponies that I personally think has a very good fan and personalization, but a not very, in-depth canon personalization. So it would be very interesting to see more stories about Bulk Biceps. I like the guy. His tiny wings, his giant muscles, and his yeah! I love it. Yeah! He's just amazing, I just love Bulk Biceps. And as always, let me remind you that you can support Pony and Wolf Productions by looking at that huge button under the video that reads subscribe. If you haven't subscribed yet, this button will be red. Of ponies and protein bars. Number 1. Protein bars. Let's be honest, ponies only eat them because they're trendy. Oh, look at me, I'm eating a protein bar, I'm so in shape. And for that matter, protein shakes too. If you're a health nut like I am, you'd be getting your protein from natural sources like eggs, fish, nuts, and legumes. Sure, a protein bar every once in a while is nice, especially on the go. But most of them taste gross, are super expensive, and are not something that should be substituting actual food. Number 2. The horror that is existence. Why are we here? Why am I a pony who exists? It makes more sense for me to not exist, and yet here I am. What's our purpose? To follow our cutie marks? To what end does that take us? What's gonna happen after we die? Nothing? Something? Will I become some super strange tentacle monster? Is something bad gonna happen? Will I just be plunged into eternal darkness and oblivion for the rest of infinity? I don't know. Why can't we find out before the end? I can't properly prepare for something I don't know, and it's one of the scariest things I don't know. Twilight Sparkle should get on that, as smart as she is. Number 3. Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash is freaky. She says things like, I'm 20% cooler than every pony. Really? You're 20% cooler than every pony? Every pony in all of Equestria? How do you calculate something like that? Where's your research? Was it peer-reviewed? 'Cause I'd sure like to have a look at it. When I asked her about it, her response was, I just know, trust me. Can't you read minds? Is that how she gets her data? With how intense she is about being positive that she's 20% cooler than every pony else, I think she might be able to. I hope she's not reading my mind right now. Number 4. Applejack. Honestly, Applejack is kind of scary. For as boring and honest a pony as she is, she's definitely keeping some secrets. Like, how does she stay in shape? Sure, she works out when she bugs her apples, but her diet is awful. It's nothing but apples from what I've seen. Nothing but apples. You can't make the kind of giant she is without a widely varied diet, which hers is not. Not only is it all apples, a lot of it is packed with sugar. We're talking apple pies and tarts and crisps and fritters and other things that are either deep fried, sugary, or both. She's obviously lying about something. They might be the best apples in all of Equestria, and believe me, I know they are with how good they taste, but no apple can substitute or beat out a balanced diet. Number 5. Tarantula hawk wasps. Let's be honest, if I see that thing in real life, I'll probably faint on the spot. If Celestia is truly all-powerful, how could she let something so horrible exist in Equestria? It's proof that she either isn't as cracked up as every pony says she is, or just doesn't care about the common pony. There should be an extermination order for it. Number 6. Domestic terrorism that pervades Equestria. Speaking of not being all-powerful like every pony claims, there's an awful lot of domestic terrorism in Equestria, especially in the last few years. Especially here in Ponyville. Princess Celestia should be taking it more seriously than she is. Life insurance policies have gone up through the roof just because I live here. Almost 50% since Twilight built her castle out here, and even more so when she created that School of Friendship. And to be honest, it started when she moved out here. Nightmare Moon, T-Reg, the Everfree Forest growing out of control, cozy glow, bugbear attacks. What's next? And Celestia leaving it all in the hoofs of 6 regular ponies? She really should be getting the Royal Guard stationed out here with how much happens in Ponyville lately. Number 7. Ponies who aren't in shape. And I'm not talking about just fat ponies either. Being extremely thin can be just as bad, if not worse in some cases. But mostly it's normal ponies who could be working out but are choosing not to. They walk around and talk and eat at Sugar Cube Corner and do nothing to make their lives healthier. Even just a regular run once a week would be better than nothing. Get the heart pumping! I just know half the ponies in Ponyville are gonna have gout or diabetes or heart disease or some other preventable condition because they didn't take time to enrich their lives with exercise and healthy eating. I should probably be doing more to try and help them. Number 8. Gummy. Who knows what he's thinking? What thoughts go through his head? Is he planning world domination? I've talked to him before and he won't let out his secrets. He just stares silently ahead with a 1,000-yard stare, like he's reliving something horrible. I hope everything's okay with him. Number 9. Old age. I'm scared of being old. Not because I'll get frail. I'm gonna be in shape until I'm as old as Granny Smith. I'm worried about my mind. Things like dementia or Alzheimer's or Parkinson's. It runs in my family. I try to keep my mind fit and active like I do my body, but can I keep it active enough to avoid getting those things? I can only hope. I want to be able to remember who my friends are. Number 10. Peeps. Peeps are probably the thing that keeps me awake at night the most. They're fluffy, yellow, cute sugar-coated marshmallows that taste great and are awful for you. I have to keep myself from buying them because I know if I do, I'm just gonna chomp through 10 boxes all at once and feel bad about myself for a month. They're so addictingly good. Hello and welcome back to Common Thomas Visual Pony, where I remind you that you can support PonyWolf Productions through the links down in the description below. Every dollar helps is needed and very much appreciated. It helps to keep the lights on around here, and you wanted to keep the lights on around here, right? Because without electricity, my computer doesn't work, my microphone doesn't work, and I cannot record these stories. Anyhow, let's get into the meat of the story, because I don't think I can go on like this. So, oh my word. The worries of Bulk Biceps. Ooh, I can relate to at least some of them, but with some things I also would have to say, like the ponies who aren't in shape, you know, number 7. I am definitely not in shape. I plan to bring up at least my endurance once I've lost more weight, you know. But right now the big problem with me, for example, is I have 6 broken discs in my back. I literally can't work out. And for everyone who's like, hey, you have 6 broken discs, but you can still, you know, I don't know, use a dumbbell. No, I can't. If I lift that dumbbell, I'm in pain. Oh, you can go on a training bike. No, I can't. I sit on that training bike without back support, meaning I'm in pain. Oh, you could take a walk. No, I can't. 6 broken discs mean I have pain while walking. You see the problem? I personally already have a heart disease, you know? I would like to bring up my endurance again, but I can't. I literally can't do a lot of these things. I'm pursuing maybe like getting one of these things that just have pedals that you can put under a desk while you sit on your armchair or whatever to use that for endurance training, because then I at least have, you know, back support. Problem is, those things are expensive and I don't have the money for it. I have been given so many ideas on how I can bring up my endurance. Problem is, most of those involve me standing or walking or sitting in a place where I have no back support. And with 6 broken discs, I can tell you that is simply impossible. It is. And another thing that I can relate to in here is old age. I personally, as a geriatric nurse, I'm a trained, certified geriatric nurse, for those of you who don't know. Seriously, I am not afraid of death. I'm just afraid of the process of dying. Because when people talk about dying, they will always be like, oh yeah, I'll just lay in my bed and die. No, that's not how it happens. Death is an actual process called, and the study of it is called tantasology, if I'm not completely mistaken. I had to actually pass a test with for that in my nurse's training. And the whole process of dying is horrible. It can be long, it can be painful, it can be a lot of things. And it can be short. Those people who, just go to sleep and die, those are the lucky ones. That's how I personally want to go. Those are the lucky ones. As a geriatric nurse, I have seen the process of dying being drawn out for literal years. And that is what I am afraid of. Let me know what you think about all of these things that Bulk Biceps has written down, and if there's anything that you fear. Sincerely yours, Visual Pony, and with this I'm signing off and hope that this story, as always, finds you well in body and mind.